What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and just a quickie for you today because COROS has released another huge update. And in my opinion, this is the absolute best part about COROS because they are constantly coming out and updating all their products. In fact, I am wearing the Pace 2 as one of my daily trainers. This is one of the two watches that I wear every day out on my runs. And even though the Pace 2 has been out for a couple of years, it is remarkably better today than it was when it was released. And COROS is always on the ball with their updates. In fact, they just released a huge update back in January, and now it's May, and there's another one. So the May update is for the Pace 2, the Apex Pro, the VERTIX, and the VERTIX 2. And the VERTIX and the VERTIX 2 update goes live on May 16th, and the update for the Apex Pro and the Pace 2 goes live on May 19th. So let's just quickly run through the updates so you know what to expect when you update your watch. COROS is now going to provide structured workouts to be available when you're running indoors or you're biking indoors. Now, up until this update, you've only been able to access the structured workouts when you are using GPS. So when you're outside riding a bike or outside going for a run. And let me just show you on the side of the screen right now. These are my structured workouts. So every week I do at least one interval workout and have different workouts depending on what I'm actually training for, or more likely what I feel like doing that day. Now for me, running outdoors is not usually a problem, but there are times when I do have to run on a treadmill. There are also times for a lot of you out there when the weather doesn't cooperate and going outside is just more hassle than it's worth. So it's those times that you're going to want to hit that workout on the treadmill or hit that workout on the trainer. And the great thing is, now you can. Now when you're in the indoor run mode, the watch is automatically going to show you your pace as speed. So kilometers an hour or miles an hour, rather than minutes or kilometers per minute. Does that make sense? And this is so all your data lines up with what the treadmill is telling you. Now, of course, you can configure your screens if you want to still see your pace, so you're not stuck on just looking at speed. And for me, when I'm running on a treadmill, I still want to know my pace in kilometers or miles per minute rather than just speed, miles or kilometers an hour. With this update, COROS is now going to allow you to record your RPE, your rate of perceived exertion, and it's going to give you a place to add training notes. Now, this is particularly good for those who are really into tracking what they do, recording their data so they can get the best possible results out of themselves. Recording your RPE and adding training notes is vital. In fact, I would say that all the professional athletes that you know make notes after each training session. So you might be wondering why I need to record a rate of perceived exertion if I'm going out for an easy run. Isn't it easy? No. When I go out for my very early morning runs, I often find that my rate of perceived exertion is higher than what my body is actually feeling. My pace is slow, my heart rate is low, but my rate of perceived exertion is a little higher. And that could be because I didn't get enough sleep, could be because I didn't warm up properly. There are a whole host of reasons why our perceived exertion may be different from what the numbers are telling us. And that's why it's important to record your rate of perceived exertion. If you are not already a COROS user, you might be thinking, well, Matt, Garmin already does this, Polar already does this, and you're right. But this is where I would argue that COROS stands out because they're always innovating. They're always bringing you more features to their products. So while some other brands may have these same features, if it's a feature that COROS doesn't already have, you better believe they're working on a firmware upgrade to bring those same features to the COROS watches. So that's RPE and training notes. And if you are a coach using COROS's Training Hub, or you're an athlete whose coach tracks you through COROS's Training Hub, your coach, or you, if you are the coach, are going to be able to see the athlete's RPE and training notes. And this is going to help you as a coach, or it's going to help your coach understand what you're actually going through out on the run. When they prescribe a specific workout and you record that you weren't feeling very good on it, but your heart rate is still low, coach is going to know to look for something else, and they can tailor your workouts accordingly. Okay, next up is sleep tracking, but not just sleep tracking. COROS has always tracked your sleep, but now they have improved the accuracy of the sleep detection. So when you actually fall asleep at night and when you wake up in the morning, they've kind of tweaked it to make it more accurate. They've also added REM stages. So before, your sleep graph would show when you're awake, when you're in light sleep, when you're in deep sleep. Now they've added REM, rapid eye movement. This is the stage of sleep when you're dreaming. So now you're going to be able to get a more accurate picture of your sleep data. And honestly, this is another thing that COROS really had to do in order to just keep up with the competition out there. With this update, COROS is bringing you adjusted pace. And basically, adjusted pace is your pace on a completely flat line. So let's say you're running a very hilly course and you're going up and you're going down. Well, obviously, it's more difficult to run uphill. So you're going to be slowing down while your effort is still going up. While your adjusted pace is going to take that hill into account, and your adjusted pace is going to be higher. And it works the same way when you're running downhill. When you're running downhill, you are putting in less effort to run faster. So in that instance, your adjusted pace will be slower. If you're already a user of Strava, you have obviously seen this. It's the gap, the grade adjusted pacing. But it's nice that COROS has introduced this because it just makes the whole COROS ecosystem and training hub a lot more versatile. Anytime we don't have to switch platforms or apps to get data that we want is a good thing. With this update, COROS has also added a watch status indicator, and this just gives you a quick look at whether it's disconnected or whether it's connected. Small thing, but very useful. With this update, COROS has updated their training calendar view. This is a pretty good update, especially if you put in all your workouts, especially if you're following a training plan. And ultimately, when you are following following a training plan. You're going to put all those training sessions into a calendar, and then COROS is going to color code them depending on if they have been planned, executed, and the degree to which they've been executed. So this is really adding a level of accountability to the whole COROS training plan platform. On the calendar view, COROS is going to give you a quick view to your weekly summary. So it's going to show you the time you've worked out, the distance that you've covered, and your training load. In the app, you're also going to be able to see your stat summaries per month. COROS has also added a Find My Phone or Find My Watch feature. So if you're at the house and you have misplaced your phone, or you've misplaced your watch and you have the other one, you are going to be able to find them. The watch and the phone have to be connected by Bluetooth for you to actually find them. Let's say you lost your phone out in the wilderness. You are not going to be able to use your watch to find your phone in that instance. This is more for those times when we lose our phone or we lose our watch around the house. Another little thing that COROS has added in this firmware update is the ability to delete workouts from your watch. And it sounds funny. It sounds like that is something that they probably would have had up until now. You had to go onto the app to delete a workout. But just remember that deleting it from the watch is also going to delete it from the app. So keep that in mind. And of course, once you delete something from the watch, it cannot be restored. For those of you that have the COROS VERTIX 2, you're going to be able to update your daily activities and your workout data via Wi-Fi. Or for those of you with the VERTIX 2, COROS has also optimized the maps. So up until now, in order to view all the trails and the roads, you had to be at 100-meter aerial view. But with this update, when you're looking at maps on the VERTIX 2, you are going to be able to see all trails and all roads from 200 meters, or about 500 feet, which is pretty good. That really opens up your ability to plan where you're going when you're using maps on the VERTIX 2. All right, my friends, thanks for staying all the way to the end of the video. That has been the May updates that COROS is sending out to all of us with COROS watches. Let me know which ones you are looking forward to the most. And let me know if hearing about all these great updates that COROS is always pushing out to their watches is kind of nudging you towards getting a COROS watch. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.